Welcome to your Zoomers on the Go fall prevention class once again. And my name is Crystal Grant, for anyone that doesn't know me, and I'm your certified Zoomers leader. Just want to remind you, make sure you have water nearby and sip it whenever you need to. Work at your own pace. So if you need to just come back to the march, if you need the chair the whole time, whatever feels good for you tonight, use what, oh yeah, and I should say, make sure you do have a chair nearby, and we will be using a band and a ball tonight. If you don't have a ball, you can try a pillow, and if you don't have the band, just kind of work the muscle that I am, or just try to concentrate on that muscle and try to work it. And on that scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you're just in bed, laying, and 10 being you're full out, try to work between 4 and 7. If you get any higher than that, just slow things down, make the movements smaller. Yeah, and definitely, if anything is too complicated, you can always come back to the march. Just something simple, and try not to stop. All right.
Yeah.
All right, starting the music, so you can just start with the march here. And right away, start thinking about our power posture. So I want you to pull that belly button away from your waistband just a little bit. That will engage your core, and then create some space between the top of your hip bone and the bottom of your rib cage. And then we're just going to roll our shoulders backwards a couple of times here. And roll forward. Just get our shoulders warmed up here. Good. And if it feels good, we're going to take them back again. Make sure we're going to bring the elbows up and maybe the whole arm, if that feels okay for you. If not, just keep those shoulder rolls. And we'll take it forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then I'm just going to get you to lift your shoulders and just drop them back and down. Put your finger to your lips, pull your head back just a couple of inches, and then relax at 10%. That will kind of line up your ears over your shoulders. All right, we're going to start with those toe taps forward in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just tap the floor in front of you. You can add in the arms if you want to right away or not. If you just want to put them on your hips, or if you want to hold that chair and add in those arms, that's perfectly fine. Good. All right, we're going to take our feet left and right out to the sides. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Out to the side, left and right here. Tapping the floor, left and right. The arms are just going out to the side as well, if that's comfortable. If not, you don't have to add in the arms yet. Take some nice deep breaths in and out. Good. All right, we're going to tap the floor behind us in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap the floor behind. Just remember, this is where you don't want to arch your back. Keep the back nice and straight and use your glutes to get your foot behind you. Doesn't have to go very far. Keep on breathing. Great job. All right, we're going to do heel digs in front of the neck for the next one in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel digs here. Bicep curls with the arms. Getting our calves warmed up. Working all planes of motion. Great job. All right, we're going to take it back to a march in 4, 3, 2, and 1, and march. And we'll go ahead and bring our feet wider, just marching nice and wide here. And we'll start punching and tapping. So tapping our feet, we'll get that going first. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just tap and tap. And then if you want to add in that punch across the body, we have a little rotation here in our spine. So I want to make sure you have your core engaged. Make sure that belly button is pulled back from your waistband just a little bit. Keep on breathing. Great job. All right, hamstring curls. That's our next move. In 4, 3, 2, and one. Hamstring curls, heel coming up toward your butt. Good. So the heel is coming behind, knee stays right under the hip. And you can do some upright rows with the arms if that feels comfortable. Great job. All right. Knees up in front for knee lifts. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee lift in front. Only up as high as what's comfortable. Arms are staying low for now. Just kind of warming up the body, making sure all those joints are protected. Keep on breathing. Great job. All right, we're going to take it back to the march. In 4, 3, 2, and 1, and march. I'm going to grab a sip of water. Trying to keep my feet moving. All right, we're going to move left and right for side steps. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So take a side step left, right. Good. Keep on breathing here. Elbows are coming into the rib cage. And warm up the shoulders. Remember, just work at your own pace. I know the music's getting a little bit faster, so just do what feels comfortable to you. Good. All right, let's take 2 steps to the right, 2 to the left. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So 2 steps this way, 2 steps this way. You can pull along that imaginary rope. Engage your upper back here. Squeeze and pull. Squeeze. Keep that belly button pulled in. And keep breathing. All right, let's try 4 more from here. 4 and 3, 2. Last one. Then we'll march again. March. Good. All right, we're going to try walking forward and back for 4. Just lifting our arms up and back. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up for 4 and back for 4. Up for 4 and back for 4. Remember, you don't have to lift the arms all the way up if that's not comfortable. Maybe just a shoulder height is where you're at. 2 more. Back. 1 more here. Forward. And back. And march. Great job. Nice deep breath. In and out. All right, we're going to go doing the mambo. We're going to try forward and back. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's just one leg going forward, then back. Forward and back. Forward and back. It's just like a march, but your leg, one of your legs is going forward and back. It can't decide which way to go. Am I going forward? Am I going backwards? I don't know. All right, let's try 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, and we'll march. And we'll try to get on the other leg. We're going to lead with our other leg this time, forward and back with that mambo. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward and back. Forward and back. You can go slower, whatever feels comfortable. Right and left, right and left. Right and left. It's really just a walk. You just don't know which way you're going. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, and a little step in between. All right, we've got 4 more. And 3, 2. Last one, and we'll march again. March. Great job. All right, we're going to try that knee step. So big wide step forward, narrow step back. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'll take this one slow. Forward and back. So it's a big wide step forward and narrow step back. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. You can speed it up whenever you're ready. And you can also bring the arms up a little higher or lower, or don't even use the arms. Whatever feels good. All right, let's try 4 more. And 3, 3, 2, last one, and we'll march again here, march, and I'm gonna start on the other leg, same step, big wide step forward, narrow step back in 4, 3, 2, and 1, so it's wide, wide, narrow, narrow, stepping forward, and then back, right, left, or left, right, left, and right, left, right, left, and right, and speed it up whenever you're comfortable, or not. Keep it slow, whatever feels good. All right, let's try 4 more here. 4, and 3, and 2, last one, and we'll march again. Great job. All right, bring our feet a little bit wider here. We're gonna do some hamstring curls again in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hamstrings, we'll get those going. You can bring the arms chest height if you want to, or not at all, whatever feels good. All right, we're gonna try some doubles. Maybe single, single, double. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So single, single, then 2 right here. Single, single again. 2 right here. Let's try 2 more. Single, single, 2 right here. And then single, single, 1 more double, and then we're done. Right here. All right, we're slowing it down. Slow down that march. Take some nice big giant steps. Have a sip of water. Just moving side to side, nice and slow now. Bring the arms below your heart. Great job. Nice deep breaths in and out. All right, let's bring the arms up overhead. Take a nice deep breath in and out. One more time, in and out. Good. All right, let's bring our hands behind our head. We're going to work that shoulder mobility a little bit. You can set your feet if you want to, or just keep them moving a little bit. So remember, elbows, hands pushing toward the back of the room. We're going to go straight up into a Y, then back behind the head. Straight up into a Y shape, back behind the head. Keep everything pressing back toward the back wall. One more time here. And then we're going to bring it all the way around. So up into that Y, around, flip your hands over, and then behind your back. And we're just going to stay here for a second. Just keep pressing toward the back of the room. We're going to go down to a I guess. Make an A with your hands, and then come back behind your back. A with the hands, pressing those arms backwards toward the back of the wall. Back, and behind your back. One more time. And we're just going to bring them straight up and around. So up, all the way up, flip those arms over, behind the head, and then all the way up to a Y, and then back down to the A, up, behind the back. One last time, up, and behind the head, and one more time, down and around. And I'm sure your shoulders are thanking you right now. All right, shake that out. We're gonna roll the wrists. Just get the wrists a little bit mobile, other direction. Take some nice deep breaths in and out. And go ahead, just point your hands down. You can set your arms straight out in front, pointing your hands down, then up, then down, then up. One more time down, and up, and then wiggle those fingers, play that piano, get those fingers moving. Great job. Even the thumbs, don't forget those. And then go ahead and touch each finger to your thumb. You can try the opposite hand, doing the opposite thing. So pinky and index on one hand, and then pinky and thumb on one hand, and then the index and thumb on the other. So going back and through. All right, we're just going to do some heel rockers next. If you want to have your chair, just kind of hold on to it for a second. We're just going to go up onto our tippy toes, and then back onto our heels, up onto our tippy toes, back onto the heels, up onto the tippy toes, heels, one more time, tippy toes, and heels, and just shake that out. All right, good job. We are going to start with our squats. So we're going to start with our kind of muscle work first. All right. We are going to go ahead and do squats. So you can sit right down in the chair, stand up, or if you want to just hover your butt above the floor today, that's fine too. And then we're going to have a little burner at the end. We're going to try to hold it for the last 10 seconds. All right, so I'm going to start the timer. I need you to be able to see it. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I do. All right, I'll just kind of stand here. All right, so remember, feet hip width apart. Your butt is going down and back. Your chest is staying up. And you're either sitting right down into that chair. You can sit right down, stand back up. Or you can hover above that chair. Or if your knees aren't feeling good, you can just go down a little ways, a little narrow squat or a little mini squat. Weight is back in those heels. Butt is going down and back. You can just tap your butt into that chair or sit right down. Keep your core engaged here. Just make sure your knees are in line with your toes. All right, we're holding. Last 7 seconds. I forgot about the 10 seconds, but we'll make sure we do it next time. And rest. All right, if you ever need to come up out of that squat, that's perfectly fine. Hamstring curls are next. We're going to do both legs. So we're going to kind of do half of the time with one leg, half of the time with the other. So you're just going to tap back, heel curl, tap, bring it back in. And then we'll do 20 seconds with one leg, 20 seconds with the other. Keep on breathing. Or it's just a tap out and in. If you don't want to add that leg curl, you don't have to. Tap out, leg curl, tap, and in. Out, leg curl, tap, and in. We're going to switch legs. So the other leg this time. Tap out, curl, tap, bring it back in. Tap back, leg curl, tap back, and in. Keeping your back nice and straight here, squeezing the glute. No arching up the back. And we are back to our squats. I'm just going to go forward this time. So remember, feet hip width apart. Your chest stays up, your butt goes down and back into that chair, sitting completely or just hovering. All right. Knees are going in the same direction as your toes. Hovering down, standing up. You can squeeze your glutes as you come up as well. Squeeze them. Give a little extra. Great job. And if you need to bring your feet out even wider, that's okay. Or if your toes point out, just as long as your knees are pointing in the same direction as your toes, you're good. All right, we still have 6 seconds and then we're going to hold for the last 10. If you want to do that. All right, we're coming down now. Hold for 10 seconds. Nice. Keep on breathing in and out. And rest. Great job. Great job, everyone. All right, so we're going to go back to that leg curl. The hamstring curl. So we're just holding on to the back of the chair. We're tapping back. Curl, tap, bring the leg back in. And we're just going to switch legs halfway. All right, tap back, leg curl, tap, and in. Tap, curl, tap, and in. Tap back, curl, tap back, bring it back in. Keep on breathing. Switching legs right now. So the other leg is going to tap back, curl that heel, tap, bring it back in. And definitely hold that chair. Keep on breathing. Squeeze your glute. Squeeze that hamstring back there. Falling over. And rest. All right, great job. We're going to grab our ball. And have a seat. The ball is going to go under the armpit of one arm here. You're going to sit at the edge of the chair. We're just going to squeeze that elbow toward our rib cage and then release. So squeeze that ball or the breathing. Think about your chest doing the work here. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. The elbow coming in toward that rib cage. Just squeeze the ball. Keep your belly button pulled in. Back nice and straight and flat. 4 more seconds. And then we're just going to switch arms. Other arm. So it's going under the other armpit. All right, you can set yourself up. So I have an L shape in my elbow here. All right, so that elbow is coming in toward my rib cage, squeezing the ball, thinking about my chest working, and then releasing. All right, here we go. Squeeze in, think about your chest, and then release. Squeeze in and release. Try to keep your shoulder down, making your chest do the work. Keep on breathing in and out. Great job. Squeeze that chest and release. I know that bicep's working as well. Keep on breathing. All right, a couple more. And release. We're going to do that. Go back to the first side. We're just going to get these over and done with. All right. So other side, and just remember you have an L shape in your elbow here, and then we are bringing that elbow in toward our rib cage, really thinking about the chest area, squeezing and keeping the shoulder down away from your ear. Squeeze and release. Then squeeze. Yeah, you can almost feel it, and release. Squeeze and release. That chest is working hard. Keep on breathing in and out here. 15 more seconds. Maybe we'll try to hold the last 5. All right, we're going to hold from here. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that burned. All right, other side. That little last few seconds there. All right, elbow has a L shape in it here. Just kind of squeezing with our elbow, bringing it toward our rib cage, and then releasing. All right, we'll wait for that whistle. All right, here we go. There's our whistle. Squeeze, and then release. Squeeze, and then release. Squeeze in, and release. Great job. Try to wiggle those fingers. Make sure you're not really squeezing that fist too hard. I know you have a tendency. I was doing it as well. Squeeze and release. And we're going to hold right from here all the way to the bell. And rest. Okay, good job. From here, we're just going to place the ball behind your back. We're just going to sit sideways here. So just place it up by your behind your shoulder blades, against the chair, so you might need to scooch your butt back a little bit. We're just going to press that ball. We're going to pull in our abs, press that ball into the chair, hold for about 5 seconds or so, and then release. So we're pulling that belly button just back from our pant leg, or not from our pant leg, our waistband, just a little, and then we're releasing. Pull it, pull in. Keeping your back nice and straight. So you don't want to arch your back, so not just to push that ball back. You're just using your abs. Pulling in with your abs, pushing that ball back, and then releasing. Ooh, feeling that in the abs. Keep on breathing. And release. Good job. All right, I'm just going to place the ball somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't run away on me. We're just going to grab our band and put it under our feet, under both feet, and we are going to do some bicep curls. So you can stand up if you want to, but I'm just going to stay seated here. And we're going to work the bottom half, so we're just coming up halfway first, and down. Just coming up halfway, and down, all the way. Halfway up, down all the way, and then we're going to come all the way down halfway. All the way up, down halfway, and then we're going to go all the way down and all the way up. All the way down, keeping the elbows right by your side. All the way down, all the way up, all the way down, and all the way up. All right, good job. Actually, you can just leave that band down there or put it behind your chair, wherever. We've got the ball. We've got our ball behind our back. One more time here. That ab exercise, so just placing it at about our shoulder blade level or so. Thinking about our abs, pulling them, just pulling them back from that waistband, just a little harder this time. Pressing that ball, press, 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 and then release. Press that ball, pulling your abs in, pull, pull, pull. A little harder, and then release. Pull again. Feel that whole area really tighten up. Pull, and then release. Pull again. Keep breathing in and out. And release. All right, pulling one last time. We're going to hold until the bell here. Hold, hold, keep breathing. And release, good. All right, bicep curls one last time. I think I'll stand up for these ones, but you're welcome to stay seated if you want to. I'm going to place both feet into my band. Make sure it's secure. My elbows are by my side. Slight bend in your knees if you're standing. We're going to do the bottom half. Only up halfway and down all the way. Up halfway, down all the way. Up halfway, down all the way. Now we're going to go all the way up and down only halfway. So stop at half, all the way up, down halfway. All the way up, down halfway. One more time, all the way up, then all the way down. Woo! Feeling that in those biceps. All the way down, then all the way up. Keeping your elbows right by your side. Really working that bicep. Last one. One more, and rest. Great job. All right, step out very carefully. And we are going to go into our balance segment. So we don't need our band anymore. You want to just set it off somewhere in your ball. We don't need. All right. We'll get started. May as well. I think we're all set. All right, so calf raises are next, and I'm gonna say you can definitely just keep both feet coming up and down, or if you want the extra challenge tonight, you can just put one foot behind the other, and you're coming up onto one foot. And kind of, yeah, you're just doing it on one leg, and then we'll switch over to the other leg halfway through. So it's only 20 seconds on one leg if you want to gauge it that way, or you're welcome to do the whole 40 seconds on both of your feet, whatever feels good. All right, so we'll get started. 15 seconds to kind of get prepared. So it's either 2 feet coming up onto your toes. Remember, it's up onto that big toe. Trying to keep your ankle in line with your big toe, or you've got one leg behind. And we're just using that chair for support, remember? I know you might want to push up. Use that chair to push up, but we're trying not to do that. It's actually 22 and a half seconds. I lied, it's not 20 seconds. All right, other side, other leg. Trying to get that balance. Remember, trying to get up onto that big toe if you can. Keep on breathing, in and out. And rest. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna come back onto our heels. So you can either do it on both feet, or you can sit, that's always an option as well. Or you can try one foot, coming back onto that heel, stepping back down. All right, back. And so rocking back onto your heel as much as you can on one foot, or you can do both feet, or you're certainly welcome to sit down and just lift your toes up off the floor, keeping your heels down. Keep on breathing, and I think I stopped And we're going to flip over to the other foot. There we go. Other leg this time. Great job. Bringing that toe up. And rest. Okay, good. We are on to bicycles. All right, so the leg that is closest to the chair is the one that we place that leg, that foot onto the pedal, and then straighten it out in front, bring it all the way around to the back, and bend that knee in the back for that hamstring curl. Keeping your upper body relatively still. Remember standing up through that leg, that standing leg, have a slight bend in that knee. Keep on breathing. Good. And remember, these are big tires. Make that circle as big as you can without pain, of course. Whatever that means to you. And we're going to do that on the other side. So I'm just going to place my chair on the other side of me, or you can just turn around wherever you are. So now the chair's on my other side, other leg is going to be on that bicycle pedal, straightening the leg out in front, bringing it to the back, then bending that leg in the back, squeezing the glutes, using your abs, bring your knee up forward, and then your glutes in the back, squeezing, and the hamstrings, of course. Slight bend in that standing leg on the outside. Think about your hand on that chair. You can also play with the position of it. Maybe you don't have such a death grip on it anymore. Maybe it's just one or two fingers. Good. Almost there. And rest. All right, we are back to those calf raises. So feet hip width apart. You can use both feet. Or if you want to try tucking your foot behind the other leg, you're coming up onto one foot, or up onto one tippy toe, I guess. You're using one leg. Just adds a little extra to that calf muscle. Ooh, it's tough. And we're going to switch halfway through. I'm just watching my timer. All right, we're going to switch other leg, or you're just continuing on with your 2 feet. That's okay. If you're doing the 2 legs together, that's perfectly fine. It's really, really tough to get up onto one foot. So no worries if you have both feet down. And rest. Okay, now we're coming back onto the heels, lifting those toes this time. You can sit down or you can stand up. And then I'll give you that option of tucking your heel or tucking your foot behind and just lifting your foot, just lifting one foot. Try not to really use that chair too much, just for balance. Keep on breathing. That's tough on one leg for sure. Lifting those toes. And we're going to switch the leg, so other leg. Lifting the toes, keeping the heel down. Or you're on both your feet, just lifting both toes, keeping the heels down. Working the front part of your lower leg, your shins. And breathe. Last time, great job. All right, bicycle is next, so I'm just going to do that on this side. So remember, it's the leg that's closest to the chair. We're going to place that foot on our pedal and make that big wheel turn using your abs and your glutes. Keep on breathing. It's a big, big wheel. We've got it on our hardest gear, going up that big hill. whatever hill. There's hills in Dorchester here that I really don't like taking my bicycle up. Think about it, it's that one. Keep on breathing. You can take breaks whenever you need to. It's a long time to be on one leg for sure. And rest. Woo. Okay, shake that out. We're going to do that on the other side. If you need to rest at any time, just make sure that standing leg always has a slight bend in it. All right, the leg that's closest to the chair is the other one this time. And we're going to make that big wheel go. Because guess what? We came to another hill. And we're going up that hill now. Nice and slow, but it's on that hardest gear. Because we don't want to make so many revolutions, we just want to. Sometimes that easy gear, you're moving your feet a lot more. This one we're not. We're making the big turns, big. Keep that belly button pulled in. Keep on breathing. Almost there. And rest. All right, we have a little 30-second break here until we get to our next 4 exercises. Whew, all right. Working the outer thigh a little bit here. We're going to start with the clock. So have your chair on your left side so that we're on your outside leg is going to touch the 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so here we go. We're going to go. We'll kind of lunge, put our weight right on that 12, and then come back. Then we're going to put our weight right on the 1, come back, right on that 2, come back, right on the 3. You can hold the chair the whole time, number 4, and then the 5, and then the 6. All right, now just kind of listen to my cue. We're going to try to get there quickly and come back. So how about the 3? So get on it and then come right straight back. 5, 6, 1, 1, 12, 6, and rest. All right, we're going to stay right here. We're not going to actually go to the other side. We're going to take our outside leg and we're just going to make that big semicircle so we don't have to move the chair constantly. So we're going to come out in front, make a big half circle around to the back, and then bring it back to the center. Out in front, big half circle, back to the center, and I'll give you one more option here. You can swing in the front, bring it out to the side, then swing in the back. Now here you just have to be careful that your hips are not moving. You can continue making that semicircle. That's always your option. Just keep that toe, make that big circle. But if you wanted to add in the swing in the front, swing in the back, you're welcome to. But just remember your hips have to stay pointing forward the whole time. And try to get that leg out as far as you can, out to your side. And rest. Okay, we're going to take the chair to the other side this time for the clock first. So this time your chair is on your right side and we're going to touch 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6 with our leg. And try to put most of your weight onto that 12 and then come back. Onto the 11 and then come back. Onto that 10, come back. Onto the 9, come back. Onto the 8. And then the 7, and then back to 6, and then listen for my cue and do it as quickly as you can and come right back to center. All right, we're going to try the 12. 6, 6, 8, 9, 11, and rest. Okay, now we're doing that big semicircle staying on the same side. So the toe comes forward, then makes that big half circle around to the back, and then back beside that other leg. So that's always your option. You can keep that option. You're just making that semicircle on the floor. And I'll give you that other option. You can swing toward the front or crossing your body out to the side, crossing the body in the back, out to the side. Really have to control your leg if you're doing this one, and control your hips. You want to stabilize them, keep them forward at all times, or just keep making that semicircle, whatever feels good to you. That half circle, perfectly fine. And if you're swinging that leg, try to get it way out to the side each time. Out to the side, really use the side of your legs. And rest. Okay, we're gonna go back to that first side and do those exercises again. Whew, all right, shake those out. Take breaks whenever you need to. All right, this time you can listen to my cue, so the chair's on our left. Trying to touch those numbers. All right, here we go, 3. How about the 1? 2. Give you a little bit of a break. 6. 5. Keep breathing. 6. 3. 12. 1. 4. 2. 6. And rest. All right, shake that out because we have those semicircles on this side, the outside leg. I know that's hard work. Remember that standing leg, that leg that's supporting you always has a slight bend in it. So you can keep that foot on the floor making those semicircles. You can also hover that foot making those semicircles. Or you can cross the body in the front, out wide, cross the body in the back, out wide. Really controlling your leg. Front, keeping your hips forward the whole time. Don't let them shift sideways. Keep on breathing. Maybe try pointing the toe, see how that feels. Gives a little extra, little boost to that side hip. Woo. And we're almost there. Rest. Great job. Woo. Shake that out. Other side. So we're just going to place the chair on the other side or turn around. And with the outside leg, we're touching 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. All right, just listen for my cue. So we'll try 12. 9. 11. Keep breathing. 11. 6. 7. 9. 12. 8. 11. 6. 8. 9. 9. Good. All right. We are going to back to that semicircle. So it's the half circle. Foot goes in front, making that half circle around, or hovering above the floor, or you can do that crossing the front. Really push that leg out to the side, cross at the back. Push the leg out to the side. Remember that standing leg has a slight bend in it. Keeping your hips forward the whole time. And remember, you can go back to that semicircle at any time. Front, making that big wide circle. Coming back to the center every time. Really reach that leg way out to the side. Thinking about the heel, leading the way. Woo, all right, good job. Really work that side body. All right, we're taking a little break. All right, we're not doing any more side body. All right, we're gonna do hip hinge. So standing with your feet hip width apart, You are either sliding your hands down your legs until you feel that stretch in the back of your legs. You can have a slight bend in your knees, stand back up, or you can reach those arms out in front just for a little bit of a different lever. Adds a little bit more weight to what you're lifting, almost like we have a weight in our hand, but we don't. Keep on breathing. So your butt is going back, 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 back. Even if your legs or hands are sliding down your legs, your butt is still going back, 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 way behind your heels. Slight bend in those knees, or your hands can go straight out. Your back is nice and flat. Keep breathing. Stand up between each time, or stand up after each bend over. Squeeze those glutes and come back up. All right, we are doing the lunge to the knee lift or power knee. Just a little lunge, it doesn't have to be, or you can just step back. So it's the leg that's closest to the chair. You can step back to a power knee, or you can dip for a little lunge power knee. And there's our whistle, so we're right in it. You can hold the chair the whole time. Little lunge, power knee. And breathe out as you bring that knee up. That'll engage your core even more. Get you to use that core area, your abs. And this is standing core work, balance work. You're getting it all. Or you can just tap back and knee lift. If you don't like the power, you just want to tap back, perfectly fine. All right, we are going to go to the other side here. So the other leg is beside the chair. You're just going for a little either tap back with the knee lift or that little bit of a lunge, power knee. All right, here we go. Breathe out as you bring that knee up to engage your core. Little lunge, power knee. Just make sure you keep those feet on that railroad track, the two railroad tracks. Try not to get that leg right behind the other one. That's going to really set you off balance. Keeping your feet hip width apart the whole time. Good. And you can always just tap back with that knee lift. If you don't want to add in the power, perfectly fine, tapping back to that knee lift. And rest. Great job. Okay, we are on to tandem walk. So just placing that chair a little bit in front of me and making sure I can still reach it as I walk by on that tightrope. Foot, heel, toe, or you can stagger that stance if you need to. And then walking back. Keep on breathing. Remember, you can turn around if you need to. Just make sure you do so slowly. And just either you're on that tightrope or maybe you're on a plank where your feet are just a little bit staggered, or maybe you need 2 planks. Perfectly fine. Try to go heel, then onto the ball of your foot. Start with your heel, and then your toe, and you're going back onto your heel. Toe to the heel. Get you thinking. And rest. Okay, one more time through. We are doing our hinge. So sending that butt back toward the back of the room, behind your heels, feet hip width apart. Just sliding those hands down your legs, squeezing the glutes to come up. Or you can reach your arms out in front, keep your back nice and flat, squeeze your glutes. And you can make sure your belly button is pulled away from that waistband just a little. Keep your core engaged. Definitely welcome to keep a slight bend in those knees. I actually encourage it. I don't want them locked out. And even for this, you can bend just a little more if you need to. It's perfectly fine. Not really a squat, it's a hinge. Hinging your body and rest. All right, dip to power knee. Or dipping to that power knee, just to kind of give that power. Keeping your feet hip width apart the whole time. And if you want, you can hold the chair the whole time, that's perfectly fine. Or you can try maybe 1 or 2 fingers. Or letting go, totally up to you. Keep on breathing here. Tap back, knee lift. Tap back, knee lift. Or that dip to a power knee. Dip power. Keep on breathing. It's that same leg that's right by the chair. Lunges, and then the knee lifts. All right, there's our bell. Other leg, so I'm just moving the chair over. The leg that's closest to the chair, tapping back, and then going to that knee lift. Or, remember, 2 railroad tracks, little dip, power knee. Dip, power knee. Good. Keep on breathing. Added in the lunges there. Did you see that? Lunges wasn't on the menu, but I added them in. Keep on breathing. Use your core here, your abdominals, to really pull that leg up. Or tap back, knee lift. Perfectly fine. If you just want to tap back to that knee. And rest. Whew. All right, good job. Tandem walk, one last time here. Just placing that chair out a little ways, just making sure you can tap it, touch it on the way. And we're gonna go heel first onto our toe, like we're walking. Heel, then to the toe, heel, toe. And on the way back, it's our toe to heel, toe to heel. Great job. You can hold the chair, just make sure you can always reach it. Those feet, one in front of the other if you can. If not, stagger them. Maybe you're noticing that those feet are starting to come in a little closer now. If you have them staggered at first, keep on breathing. Great job, everyone. All right, we are going to stretch. Go ahead, have a seat. Have a sip of water. All right, I'm just going to sit down at the edge of the chair, straighten out one leg, and actually I'm going to press my toe down first. So I'm not lifting my toe up toward me, I'm pressing it down into the floor. Hands are on my bent knee here. So I want to stretch out my shin. We worked that shin quite a bit, definitely, when we were lifting up onto our heels. And then now you can lift that toe up, heel down. You're going to probably feel that stretch in your calf right away. And if you need to, you can hinge and bring your chest forward until you feel the stretch down the back of that leg. Just hold there. Remember, it should be a nice gentle stretch. Nothing that hurts. Nice deep breaths in and out. I think I'm still breathing heavy from those dip lunges to the power knee. Nice deep breath in and out. And we'll bend that leg. Go ahead and straighten the other leg, hands on that bent knee. And we're gonna push that toe down into the floor first. Just stretching out the front, the shin area. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then heel down, bring that toe forward. And if you need to, you can hinge and bring that chest forward until you feel the stretch all the way down the back of your leg there. Hold that. Nice deep breaths in and out. In through the nose, and then out through the mouth. That tiny straw. And you can bring that leg back in. We're just going to turn sideways in our chair. Hold the back of your chair, and we're going to have one butt cheek on, one under slightly. And just feel that stretch in the front of your thigh. Keep breathing in and out. One more breath here. And we'll go ahead and bring that leg in and then make your way facing the other direction, hand holding the back of the chair, but one butt cheek on and one off. Slide that leg back, tucking the hips under or just pushing those hips forward just slightly. Feel that stretch in the front of your thigh. Nice deep breaths in and out. Good. One more deep breath in, all the way to the bottom of your lungs. And out through that straw. Good. And we'll go ahead and sit forward or sit front in that chair, forward in the chair. And we're just going to cross that at your ankle. And if not, if you can't cross your leg, you just keep them and just stretch up and over. But we're going to cross over if you want to and just still stretch up and over. A little bit different today. Try to keep that other butt cheek on the chair. Good. One more breath, and we'll bring that back down. And then if you can cross that leg, we're just going to cross the other one, let that knee fall outward. Other arm up and over, keeping the butt cheek, both butt cheeks on the chair. Don't let it lift off. Really stretch up and then over. Nice deep breaths in and out. Whew. I think I worked a lot of the abs today. Side body, and we'll bring that back down. Good. All right, just bring your arms out to the side, open up our chest. We definitely work that. Press those arms back toward the back room or back wall. Keep breathing. Wiggle those fingers. And we're just going to turn our hand to face the back, thumbs go down. Just a little bit different stretch in those biceps. Keep breathing. Shoulders are down. Bring the arms out in front. And you can just press your arms away. You can either have your palms facing you or away from you, whatever feels good on your fingers, your wrists. Kind of opening up your back here. And relax that. One arm right out straight in front of you, across the body. Pull that arm in, keeping your shoulder down. And either below that elbow or above the joint. Whatever feels good. One more deep breath. And we'll go ahead and do that with the other arm. Other arm straight out across the body, and then pull it in with your other arm wrapped around it. Shoulder stays down. Remember below or above that elbow joint. Good. Keep on breathing. In and out. One more breath. Good. We'll bring our hands down by our side. We're just going to look in one direction. Just turn your head in one direction as far as you can. Bring it back front, and then we'll just slowly look in the other direction. Bring it back to the front, and then one ear to one shoulder. You can cradle your head in your hand if you need to. Nice deep breath. Bring the chin down on that side. A little deeper into that shoulder, the opposite shoulder, into the behind the shoulder, into the upper back. And then slowly bring it back up to neutral. And then other ear to other shoulder, keeping your shoulders down. You can cradle your head if you need to. Keep on breathing. And then your chin comes down on that side. Feeling a little deeper stretch into the back.